What is going on, guys? Back with another video. Hope you're all keeping good. So when you look at projects, right, when you look at AI projects, we've seen some AI projects really perform well. And the fact of the matter is, guys, in crypto, 90% of people who fade a project, when it's down, are going to FOMO in once it's already done 2, 3, 4, 5x, right? You don't want to do that. You want to look at projects which are fundamentally very strong, which are still cheap, right? You look at OORT. Is OORT still cheap? In my opinion, it's very cheap, under $20 million in market cap. This is only up 19% on the week. And, the thing with OORT is, right, guys, this is one of the projects which I would argue out of every project in crypto, this is one of the most fundamentally strong projects, right? Biggest partnerships, biggest use cases, real revenue they're generating, and you're still early to this, guys, right? And what's going to happen is once this starts to blow up, and 2, 3, 4x's in a short space of time, which it will, then you're going to get all the attention, right? So you want to get in early, and for me, I believe this is still very early. Still very close to the bottom, and it's only a matter of time, guys, right? So as I've said, in terms of use case, deep in AI layer one storage, massive bullish narratives, huge narratives, right? You've got partnerships again with some of the biggest companies in the world. And this isn't a bluff. This isn't some sort of hype, or a lot of the time some projects will stick partner with Google, partner with Amazon at the bottom when they're not really partnered, right? They're just using the services. This project or is actually partnered with a lot of these projects, right? Dell are using their services in terms of storage. You've got Lenovo, who's using their AI agents to basically help with customer support. You've got Seagate, who are using the AI services. You've got Tencent, who are one of the node providers, and you've got BNB Greenfield, official storage provider, using OORT for storage, right? So this is insane. 90% of people don't know this. If you're watching this video, then right? And you're still early, right? So you should be happy that you're early, right? Don't be scared, right? I know a lot of people are like, why isn't it moving? You need to have patience, guys, right? This project is something which is going to perform. You just need to look at the developments. I've got such strong conviction in it that I'm, currently DCing more, right? I'm continuing to DC into this because I've got massive conviction. Look at the nodes, how many nodes every single day this increases, right? This is now close to 80,000. And as I've said, it's only a matter of time before this gets to 100,000. You can host one of the edge nodes as well. And, you can buy one of the nodes. They're going to upgrade this, and it's going to give you an opportunity to basically earn some passive income, right? Nearly 50,000 edge nodes, 20, nearly 30,000 backup nodes. And essentially, this is going to perform, right? Other things with this as well, guys, huge news, and something which is very rare to see in regards to a project is when you have a project that actually listens to the community, right? So first of all, they basically put a proposal for cross-chain expansion. Basically they said, should we basically go to Solana and Ton, or should we explore Ethereum layer twos? Now obviously Ethereum is not doing anything. There's not much hype around it currently. Of course, it is going to flip around, but Solana and Ton, 53% of the votes went towards Solana and Ton, which me personally, I do think is better. Of course, Solana, we all know just how much volume there is, just how much hype there is. Even Ton, with Telegram, billions of people using it. So for me, I think this is really good, right? And you can see here, with them basically bridging to Solana and Ton, it's basically going to give them use case to basically tap in to a lot of different centralized apps. With Solana, basically access different partnerships with different projects. And then also with Ton, obviously, potentially integrating into Telegram, which is going to be big, right? So really good news, very exciting. And again, it's just refreshing to have a team that actually listens to the community, right? And then something which is huge was the proposal to basically burn the 800 million locked tokens, right? A lot of the time people would come on these videos and say, oh, the tokenomics aren't good, this and that. And look, guys, this is going to essentially burn 800 million of the tokens, which is just a huge amount, right? So now you're going to see, in terms of when people come over, this sort of, FTV come down massively. And you can basically see, that on the OORT Explorer here. So you can see here, burnt miners tokens. These tokens were originally locked in the smart contract for 5 years. All the tokens will be burnt immediately once any portions of the token is unlocked. 40% of the supply. Insane, right? So that's going to clear up a huge amount. This is going to, in my opinion, is going to be a massive, massive catalyst. In the background, as I've said, they continue to develop, they're continuing to partner. They will also be essentially, attending, Token 2049, I believe, as well. You can see here, Dubai AI and Web3 Innovation Summit on the 29th of April. And you can see here, what do you call it? Max Lee will be here, basically, hosting a panel discussion how AI and blockchain will reshape the creator economy. So again, in terms of marketing, in terms of collabs, OORT's doing well, right? For me, they're doing pretty much everything you can ask. Consistent updates in terms of updates. You can see here, Demos 2 in terms of the edge nodes, partnerships. And yeah, guys, for me, I'm still bullish on this massively. They continue to do, the buyback and burns. And yeah, guys, you can get involved with this as well. If you want to, really get involved with this project, you can basically, download the OORT wallet and you can earn some income, right? You can earn some USDT if, you're struggling to, get money together or whatever. You can basically participate in these data sets, these different tasks. And again, these are real tasks which people are using and it's getting noticed, right? Because when you have a look at, OORT, they are ranking on Kaggle. This is basically like a platform for data scientists. You can see, #1 ranked in terms of, manufacturing data sets, again, a variety of different tasks. #1 in engineering tasks and also in the top 10, I believe, for AI, right? So this is huge and it shows you that there is a real use case, right? A lot of these AI projects are just all hype, and OORT is something which has a real use case. I can't believe still how undervalued it is. And as I've said here, him attending, this summit in Dubai is going to be really good. Very good chance to, collab with different, different people, different players in the game. And you can see here some sort of partnership with Aether. I believe this is like another sort of collab with various different entities within AI as well. So yeah, guys, still bullish on OORT. I'm still buying OORT at these levels because it is a steal. And once this is at 100 million, which is coming, guys, for me, this is a potential $1 billion market cap project. And again, I fully back that, right? I've got full conviction in this. The team is transparent with what they're doing. They're earning real revenue, guys. They've got a variety of different aspects here in terms of how, they are how they're earning. As I've said, their sort of storage platform, which again people are using, big companies are using. Here they've got their pricing in place, which again is going to give them consistent revenue, much more efficient, cheaper than any of the competition. It's got integration with different storage tools, and it's being used by big companies, right? Then you've got the data hub, and then you've also got compute, which will be launching, which is basically going to be a computing service to train different AI models, right? So a lot of big things coming for OORT. And what you're going to see, in my opinion, over the next few months, you're going to see more people covering OORT. You're going to see more hype around it, and essentially because they've got money to partner with different projects. And as I've said as well, they've got AI agents, exposure to that narrative as well. And the difference with that AI agents, they're actually being used by big companies, right? You can see here, used by Dell, Lenovo, and people have seen Lenovo Image have seen a massive reduction in cost, improvement in customer satisfaction, and you can see here, the pricing plans for different businesses who want to basically use their AI systems, their AI features, AI agent features. So yeah, it's just really bullish, guys, right? If you want to as well, me personally, I don't stake this because either you can lock this for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. I would not recommend these. If you want to do this, be prepared for the risk, guys, because if you lock this for 12 months, you potentially could miss the peaks. Even 6 months, 3 months is up to you. Personally, I don't do it, but 10% isn't too bad. So yeah, guys, just a quick update on OORT. Very bullish on it. It's currently my biggest holding in AI, and I really do think this is going to absolutely explode. If we have a look at the price, guys, as I've said, around 20 million in market cap, and 40% of the supply is going to go 800 million tokens. For me, guys, this can hit 1 billion, which would be around a 50x. I'm not saying to take profits and wait for a 50x. Take some at 10x, take some at 15x, 20x. But for me, I'm going to leave a percentage of my or holdings for this, right? Because I've got conviction in it. So You do you. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but for me, this is a steal, right? Don't FOMO into the project which are up 100%, 200%. Wait for a pullback or look for projects like OORT, which are still cheap. And this is still cheap, guys, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon for the next video.